Should we just go to Argh now? Or something? Should we just go there? Maybe. Am I never going to be able to get into here yet? Jubilife TV. And yet and never are very different things. You go that way for Argh, right? But you can, like, fight some trainers here to get, like, some experience, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, the sound effect plays, and then the exclamation point appears like a second and a half later. That's Jello surfing. Oh, weak-looking trainer. Do you want to have a go? Want to have a fuki? Jeez, every time I hear this opening, it's like a stark flashback to reality. You know those memes where, like, someone's dreaming about something great, but then their, like, Apple alarm goes off and wakes them up from that, like, pleasant dream? That's what the music in this game, that's what this opening theme is for me. like, there are times where it's like, I am having some enjoyment here and there with this game and whatnot. Smiling and laughing and stuff. And then a battle starts and... Again, there's an easy fix. I could connect to the internet and fix it right now. But no, we're suffering together. Because it's funny. Because it amuses me to no end that this is how the game shipped. So this is what we're experiencing. Oh man, bad bagpipes are back. One thing I do really like. I do like the battle environments. I do like the background for the battles. It looks really cool. I like even looking up at like the night sky since we're playing this at, 1:30 in the morning right now. And seeing the stars there. I like that. I do like the battle environments. I think like with the initial reveal trailers, I probably really didn't like the battle environments. But since then, I feel like the battle environments are one of the things that I actually do really like about the game now. That is one of the saving graces I believe it has. Gonna need surf for that? Or, no, technically don't need surf. But one thing that is also worth mentioning, a lot of people have gone to, like, my Pokémon video essay and, like, talked about, like, mentioned some of the graphical improvements and whatnot, and been like, ah, you're such an idiot for judging it so early. Game footage not final is a real thing. And yeah, it's a real thing, but like, is this the kid that I think it is? My dad gave me some Pokemon, they're gonna win for me. Is this the Magikarp kid? I hate this opening so much. Youngster Tyler, is this the Magikarp kid? It's the Magikarp kid. But yeah, yeah, every game is gonna undergo changes before it comes out. But when it comes to what you show in a trailer, usually what's shown in a trailer is going to be in a state that's like very close to what you plan to be shipping. It's called vertical slices is what it is. And in my game design classes that I've done at university thus far, when designing games, we would have to present the professor and TAs with several vertical slices, and that's typically what's done for trailers and whatnot, and essentially means that, like, it's essentially like a vertical section of said game that's done, where it's like, if you're doing like a demo or a trailer or something like that, then you present a vertical slice, like this section that's basically done. This could be like your whole game, but here's this section over here that's like mostly done, and this section over here that's like mostly done. These are vertical slices, and these are the things that you present in things like trailers. So while I do really like the graphical improvements of, the later trailers and this game by the time that it came out, I cannot help but find it concerning that, the game with less than a year before release was revealed in a state where they didn't even know what the heck the game was supposed to look like yet, in terms of a lot of the graphical potential. And it made me really worry that if they're saving that for like so late in development that the game would be rushed. And now here we are in a state where the game doesn't even have its OST unless you install the day one patch. So yeah, a lot of people like to give me crap for my my video essay. Like, oh my goodness, the game footage not final is a real thing. How dare you judge the game footage this early? It's going to be better. And it's like, yeah, it's better, but like, if you're not ready to present less than a year out from launch vertical slices that are at least very close to what you expect the final product to be, then that's concerning and makes me worry about the game being potentially rushed. And that's something that we see with the day one patch being the thing that puts in the freaking music, and having these weird placeholders otherwise. So there's that. Like, you'll see game footage not final on, like, any reveal trailer for, like, any game ever. Or basically any trailer for any game ever. Like, but you look at things like early trailers for Breath of the Wild, Metroid Dread, Tales of Arise, another game that we were talking about earlier this stream. And they'll all look great from the get-go. They'll probably look better by the time they come out by like a smidge, but they won't but they won't look so much better that they, you know, salvaged what little semblance of stuff they had. I don't even know. But yeah, let's just see here. They could have just had the OG MIDI unchanged for the placeholder OST, but no, they had to make it bad. Apparently, from what I heard on Twitter, this just is the direct MIDI, but with some default trumpet sounds. Supposedly. Supposedly, that's what we're listening to right now. From what I hear, at least. So there's that. Anyway. So yeah, of course every game is going to, like, get better and improve before release. Obviously. But, you know, you should have if your game isn't at a point where you have vertical slices that are probably like pretty close appearing at least to the final product, then you're not ready to reveal your game and set the release date for like 8 months out. In my opinion. I feel like that's showing. But that's my opinion on the matter. That's my opinion on the matter. Oh man. Well, no, we got growth. Goody. Goody. What if we just didn't battle and we just listened to this masterpiece until the end of time? What about that? It's been that way so far with Elden Ring. PS5 and Xbox Series X versions look amazing. From what I've seen in like the trailers of that, it does look amazing. That doesn't mean that there aren't places that are like completely like not done at all, that are complete glitchy messes. But those are just what they don't show off because they have vertical slices that look the way that's supposed to. Or like with the network test, for example, like I'm sure the network test was like a vertical slice of the game in a way that's like pretty close to akin to the way that it's supposed to be. But less than freaking like 8 months out from this game releasing, they were ready to reveal it in a state where they didn't seem to have like any vertical slices that were in a way that the game was even really going to realistically look like by the end. Apart from like the general art style of like chibi and whatnot, but like all the lighting changes and environment changes and whatnot are not there like 8 months out. And it makes me, I mean, part of the reason for that could also be because ILCA has never actually made a game themselves before. They're a company that helps other people make games, like other groups make games. Like they're a company that helps other companies make games, so they like assist with things. But I believe that this is like the first time that they've actually made a game themselves. Is the thing. So maybe they didn't think that it'd be all that important to make like vertical slices and whatnot. You found a way to go beyond the limits of the network test. Go even further beyond Super Sick. Let's catch the Zubat. It's like real low anyway. This could become the freaking new Akira if I really wanted to. I swear, there can't be roaming legendaries in this game. There's no way I actually need a Pokemon with mean look, right? I'm Googling it. There better not be roaming legendaries in this game. I swear, if there are. Are there roaming legendaries? Please no. Please no. Please no. Legendary Pokemon available. Here's a page here. Will it say if there's some come on. It doesn't say whether they're... It doesn't seem to say yet. Ah! It's bad enough that they brought back the old TMs. It better not be roaming legendaries. Honestly, I think that bringing back roaming legendaries would probably be like the lesser evil over bringing back like the original TMs. That's how strongly I feel about them bringing back the original TMs, which freaking sucks. And yeah, Zubat Caves are gonna be back. Isn't that gonna be great? I'll go with Akira again. I do really like the name Akira. It's a reference to Astral Chain. I know that apparently Akira is a name that's like used in like a lot of other media as well. I haven't seen Akira used anywhere else, so I'm not familiar with like any of it myself. But I really liked Astral Chain, so I name you after Astral Chain, essentially. So yeah, here's the boulders that we can't get past right now. Why do these look like from afar, like those, like that one over there looks like a 3D model, but these ones look like slapped on PNGs onto like onto the environment in a weird way. It Look, lines where the textures don't match up, just like Skyward Sword HD. You can see a line straight across, like right here. A line right across where the, wait, it's like they sort of do? It's like they sort of do. Like, look at that one oval bit, like, towards the right. It's like that matches up, but then more towards the left is just, like, cut off. I've taken earth science classes. That's not how rocks work. Like, there can be bits where it's like one layer is cut off and a new layer starts, but you don't have, like, a part where it's like one layer is going into another layer, but like the other half is like cut off. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Well, common Japanese name. So I guess it's probably used in like a lot of media for that case, because I've heard about it being used in like other media and whatnot, but Astral Chain is what I know it from. And I like Astral Chain. If I ever had to go back to like one of my old playthroughs to do like the post game that I never did the post game of, it'd be Astral Chain, honestly. I had a lot of fun with that game. I had to like move on from it since I was playing other games. But honestly, like any game on this channel that I never did the post game that I could go back and do the post game, it'd be Astral Chain. It'd be Astral Chain is what it'd be, I can tell you right now. There's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that I never did the post game of, but I just plan on like redoing those playthroughs like completely one day, like from the beginning. So that doesn't count. Should I add Akira to the layout here? What freaking font would I do for that? I'll add Akira to the layout. All right, let's see here. Sure, let's see here. Add image. Do I have a Zubat? The answer is no. So let's see here. I need to remember where I saved all my Pokemon gifts. I might actually not remember. Where did I save? I think it was in my Pokemon Platinum folder, right? Like in my playthroughs folder, where in that folder I have a folder for every single playthrough I've ever done. So if I check Pokemon Platinum, is it there? Nope. It's not there. I think it used to be there, but I think I moved it. Is it in my stream folder? And then, where do I have my Hold on. Let's see here. Let's click the Shinx properties. Where are you located? You are my stream folder. Assets, Pokemon Gen 5 sprites. Okay. Let's see here. So, stream, assets, Pokemon Gen 5 sprites. Ah! What number is Zubat? Zubat's like early on. Right here, 41. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Unload image when not showing so that you don't lag the heck out of my computer. Sure. Let's add you. What font would I do for you anyway? What font would I do for your name? Let's see here. Text GDI, and we'll call you Akira. And it'll be Akira like that. But what font? What font do we do? What's this one like? Ooh, this is a font based off of the Assassin's Creed logo, is what this is. And that could be, and that was part of the idea that I had with like the name Akira when I did that in Pokemon Platinum with our Golbat Crobat. There was just like a sleek, cool kind of character. For whatever reason, I kind of imagined that for the main character of Astral Chain, even if that wasn't, you know, even if that potentially wasn't the feel that the devs were going for, is how I certainly felt. So if I do capital, it's like that. So should I do like lowercase a? And then it's like that? No. Oh, weird. But yeah. In Turner Forest at nighttime, in Diamond you can get Murkrow, and in Pearl you can get Mischievous. That I'm aware of. That I know of, at least. What if they're all caps? What would this show up as? I don't know about that. Sure. We'll do this. So color will be purple, I guess. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Give it an outline. 20. Go ahead and make it black like that. Bada, oh, bada bing, bada boom. And then, look at this. Look at this. Let's try to make sure it doesn't clip onto the game. That wouldn't be good. We'll do something like this. I think I need to move it to the left a little bit so I can have the space for that like 3D effect that I do. Gotta rename this in my sources to Akira 1 so that I can copy it and then I can paste duplicate and call this one Akira 2. Is what I do. Like this, do a little bit of OBS magic. I go into properties, I go ahead and set this one to black, like that. And I move it a smidge like this. Swapperoo these two. I said swapperoo these two, please. OBS, can you work, please? It doesn't want to work right now. I can't move my layout? My sources? Let's switch layouts and switch back. Can I move my sources now, please? That fixed it. I don't know why. It just wasn't letting me move my stuff. Maybe move it in a... There we go. That looks cool, right? I like that. Mostly. Hold on. Let's select them both and drag them. Oh, dang. I couldn't. Darn. Undo. Maybe move it to, like, here? Because I can move it a little bit closer there. There! Like that! That looks pretty cool, right? That looks pretty alrighty. I'm getting... I swear, I'm spending more time, like, making a cool layout than I am actually playing the, game. Yeah, the Poiple Purple. The Poiple Purple. Real like Hodgecrow? We'll already for sure have a flying type with Lynn. I don't know if we'd keep Akira. Like, I did like my... Didn't we catch, like, 2 Akiras in Platinum? Because we caught a shiny one as well when we did the Cute Charm glitch. So this is, like... I think this is the 3rd, of the Zubat line Akira on the channel, actually. That's neither here nor there. I don't like what they did to you. I don't like it. Hey, you! Yes, you with that cool stuff. Ooh. Okay, my opinion of you just went up. Should have seen the boy who came running by early. He ran past me so quickly that I couldn't even manage to help. Oh, this is the rival battle, isn't it? Right? Oh, it's gotta be. Oh, it's the rival battle. I swear, if he moves me grid-based... They must have programmed this game grid-based first, and then only after that programmed the free movement for the player character. Nobody else in this universe gets free movement. It is a privilege held exclusively by us. Everybody else in this universe is just like cursed to move grid-based. It's like how in Dark Souls there's the undead curse across the world, except in this world it's the grid-based cursed or something like that. Oh man, go for Gibble, but this game you need strength to access that part of the game? Oh? Yeah, what now? Hey, Harmonia, tell me you got a little tougher. Tell me the secret to not moving on a grid. Do you even need to ask? Of course I got tougher. I don't even think that, like... I don't even think in games like Sun and Moon the AI would move, like, grid-based in cutscenes or anything like that. Maybe not even in X and Y. I don't remember the way it was in, like, X and Y and Wars. It's been too long since I played them. Even need to ask? Of course I got tougher. Come on, let's battle it out. Another placeholder sound. You're challenged by Pokemon trainer Michael. Sent out Star. Oh, my ears. Ow. We're totally jamming. In Platinum, they allowed you to get Gibble after the second chip, so it's something that was exclusively on Platinum and they didn't bring back for, like... It sounds like these games are, like, very tried and true to, like, the original Diamond and Pearl and not Platinum at all. My ears. Well, look, you can see, like, the detail on, like, the individual fabric on the, white bit on Dawn's chest on her thing. That's cool. But what isn't cool is what we're listening to right now. Because I should have figured it was just Starly and your star. I should have led with Soleil's, what I should have done. Hi. Don't get cocky, kid. This isn't over yet. That's a line of his? Don't get cocky, kid. What? How dare. Hopefully we get like a high damage range here. My ears! I gotta look up what like the actual remastered of this is. Hold on. Hold on. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Shining Pearl. OST Rival Battle. It has to be way better than this. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I think that other version might be worse than the original MIDI. Okay. It's pretty alrighty. Oh, I like the xylophone in the back. Okay. What's that one instrument? It's not a harmonica in the back, is it? Okay. Well, overall, it sounds pretty good. Overall, it sounds pretty good. The bad news is, that's not what we're listening to. What we're listening to is this. Oh, man. There's good news and bad news. A better version does exist, and does exist with the game. The bad news is it's with a patch that you need to install after buying the game, because they couldn't be bothered to put the game music in with what they shipped out. Oh man, I hate that the actual good music is behind the day one patch. Yep. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've never in my life heard of any game ever that had its music behind the day one patch. Because a day one patch is like bug fixes, not your music. Not your music. Speaking of stuff behind the day one patch, we didn't get to see the title screen before because as soon as I loaded up the game, we like went right into the game without any title screen. But I've heard that apparently the opening cinematic and actual title screen is also behind the day one patch. And it's like a placeholder if you don't have the day one patch. So after this battle, I think I'm actually gonna like save and quit the game briefly and see what this supposed title screen is if you don't get like the day one patch version that puts the freaking game's title screen into the game. You know? So we'll see what that's all about. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Stop leering me. You're so rude. You're so mean. Alright. But yeah. This is just an in-depth copy released to the public. Honestly, it feels like that. It feels like that. I was talking about this with my cousin like yesterday, and you know, something like the opening cinematic in Pokemon. That's the kind of thing that a lot of man hours go into. Like, so you'd think that it's the kind of thing that would be like that would be like at the ready, like, you know, not early on per se, but you know, earlier than them shipping it out for sure. And one of the theories that he came up with was like, maybe they originally planned on having like a demo for the game, like some of the older Pokemon games. Like I know that there was a demo for the last remake of Auras, for example. So maybe they just had like a placeholder title screen that they planned on shipping out with said demo or something like that, so that, you know, it didn't spoil like the actual fabulous title screen and opening cinematic. Maybe it's possible, I guess. And they just were like, oh, that version, we shipped that. Whoops. The version of the game that has no title screen, no opening cinematic, no, would I have had an opening cinematic when we started the game, but I didn't because I didn't get the day one patch? Is that the reason why the game just started without any proper opening cinematic? I'm gonna have to look up other people's part 1 playthroughs on YouTube after the stream is done, because I'm curious now. But yeah, so title screen opening cinematic, the game's OST, the credits and the closing cinematic, and the post game are all supposedly behind the day one patch, from what I hear. What just happened? I lost? Which is the most content in a game I have ever in my life heard of being behind a day one patch. Which is, again, the reason why I wanted to cover this without the day one patch, to see what it's like. Wah, Luigi. What do you mean I lost? Well, that's it. That's the last time I'll ever lose. I'm going to be the world's toughest trainer. You know it. The first thing to do is take on the Argh City Pokemon Gym. I'm going to toughen up for that. Totally. Wait, what? Supposedly. Like, again, I haven't played it yet up to there myself, so I don't know. This is literally a beta copy. Apparently, this game is 4.3 gigabytes-ish, and after the day one patch, it's approximately 8 gigabytes. Apparently. From what I heard online, I can probably double check that myself. Would I check like the Switch's memory? The data management. Hold on, would I see it here? Because this would just be like the no, it wouldn't. And even if I checked it here, it'd probably just be the save data size, not the game itself. Dead by Daylight is a freaking joke in how it manages its data. Yeah, it's just a freaking save data. It's not the, yeah, it's, I don't think I can check here how big the games are actually themselves, unless I downloaded it. But yeah, hold on. I'm pretty sure I saved. I'll do it again just because I'm like out of my mind. So can I back out to the title screen here? Would it be here? No. Okay, I saved, so we'll restart it here. Console is not connected to the engine. Please connect to the engine to proceed with the download.